Hi students, welcome back to All Force e-learning classes. In last session, we discussed about the relative positions of the circles, number of common tangents, length of the direct common tangent, length of the transverse common tangent, what is the common tangent at their point of contact, and what is the common chord and length of the common chord. Okay. Today in this session, let us discuss about problems. First one, if D is equal to 25, R1 is equal to 3, R2 is equal to 4, then length of the direct common tangent and length of the transverse common tangent is equal to dash. Length of the direct common tangent, length of the transverse common tangent is equal to dash. Already we know that length of the direct common tangent is equal to under root d square minus r1 minus r2 whole square. Length of the transverse common tangent is equal to under root d square minus r1 plus r2 whole square, where d is the distance between the centers of two given circles. Here d is equal to 25, r1 is equal to 3, r2 is equal to 4. Therefore, length of direct common tangent is equal to under root d square minus r1 minus r2 whole square. D square means 25 whole square minus r1 minus r2 whole square means minus 1 whole square means 1. Okay, that means 625 minus 1, that is equal to root 1624. It is the length of the direct common tangent. Next, length of the transverse common tangent is equal to under root d square minus r1 plus r2 whole square. That means root 25 square minus r1 plus r2 means 3 plus 4 whole square. That is equal to root 625 minus 25. That is equal to root 600. Okay, these are the length of the direct common tangent and the length of the transverse common tangent. Next, second one. If the circles x square plus y square is equal to and x square plus y square minus 4x minus 4y plus lambda is equal to 0 have exactly 3 real common tangents, then lambda is equal to dash. 3 real common tangents, then lambda is equal to dash. Here the given circles are, first one is x square plus y square is equal to 2. It is the first circle. Second circle equation is x square plus y square minus 4x minus 4y plus lambda is equal to 0. First we find the center of the circle here. C1 is equal to 0, 0. R1 is equal to root 2. X square plus y square is equal to r square means root 2 whole square. That means radius of the circle is root 2. Here G is equal to minus 2. That means center of the circle is equal to 2, 2. Here G is equal to minus 2, F is equal to minus 2. Radius of the circle R2 is equal to root over G square plus F square minus 3 means 4 plus 4 minus lambda. That is equal to root 8 minus lambda. It is the radius of the circle. 6. The two circles have exactly 3 real common tangents. Exactly 3 real common tangents means if one of the circle is away from the other circle, we get 4 tangents, 2 direct and 2 transverse tangents. If the circuit touch each other externally, then we have how many tangents? 2 direct common tangents and 1 transverse tangent. Here we get the total number of common tangents are 3. Okay. Suppose the circle touch each other internally, then only 1 tangent exists. Okay. If the two circles are intersecting, only 2 tangents, direct tangents. Direct common tangents are 2, transverse are 0. That means here from the given, the two circles having exactly 3 common tangents. That means the two circles touch each other externally. Please note that point. First given circles. 6. The two circles having exactly 3 real common tangents. That means therefore the two circles touch each other externally. That means in this way. In this case, C1, C2 is equal to, what is the relation? It is R1, it is R2. C1, C2 is equal to R1 plus R2. That implies C1, C2 is equal to R1 plus R2. C1, C2 is nothing but distance between the two centers. That means root over 4 plus 4 is equal to R1 means root 2 plus root over 8 minus lambda. Okay, by squaring on both sides, we get the value of 8 minus lambda value. Suppose this is the value root 8. Root 8 means 2 root 2. 2 root 2 minus root 2 means that value is root 2 is equal to root 8 minus lambda. By squaring on both sides, 2 is equal to 8 minus lambda. What is the value of lambda? Lambda is equal to 8 minus 2, that is equal to 6. It is the lambda. Suppose these circles having exactly one tangent. One tangent means they touch each other internally. That means C1, C2 is equal to what? R1 minus R2. By using that property, we find the value of lambda. Okay. Next, third one. The triangle formed by three common tangents to the circles x square plus y square minus 6x is equal to 0. Second one, x square plus y square plus 2x is equal to 0. The triangle formed by three common tangents. Here also, three common tangents exist means the circles must be touch each other externally. Circles must be touch each other externally. From the given third one, first circle equation is x square plus y square minus 6x is equal to 0. Here C1 is equal to 3 comma 0. Radius of the circle R1 is equal to root over g square plus f square minus c means g plus 0 minus 0 means 3. Okay. Second circle equation is x square plus y square plus 2x is equal to 0. Here g is equal to, so center of the circle C2 is equal to minus 1 comma 0. Radius of the circle root over g square plus f square minus c means 1. Clearly, C1, C2 is equal to value 4. Please observe this one. Distance between the two centers, root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y whole square, that means 4. And R1 plus R2 is equal to value 3 plus 1 means 4. Clearly, C1, C2 is equal to R1 plus R2. That means the two circles touch each other externally. In this case, how many tangents exist? Two direct common tangents and one transfer tangents. Okay. Here, the triangle formed by these tangents is triangle ABC. This triangle must be isosceles. Already in previous case, we discussed about these conditions. This triangle is always isosceles. It is equilateral when R1 is to R2 is equal to 3 is to 1 or 1 is to 3. It is right angled isosceles when R1 is to R2 is equal to root 2 minus 1 is to root 2 plus 1 or root 2 plus 1 is to root 2 minus 1. In all the remaining cases, it is isosceles. Clearly, here the ratio of the radii R1 is to R2 is equal to, what is the value of R1? 3, R2 is 1, 3 is to 1. Clearly, the triangle formed by these common tangents is an equilateral triangle. Suppose this ratio is 2 is to 1. 2 is to 1. Suppose the ratio is 3 is to 1 or root 2 minus 1 is to root 2 plus 1. In this case only it is equilateral, it is right angle. All the remaining cases it is only isosceles. Suppose the ratio is 2 is to 1 or 4 is to 1 or 4 is to 3. In all the remaining cases this triangle must be isosceles. Okay. Next. Fourth one. Fourth question. Locus of the center of a circle, locus of the center of a circle of a radius 2, which rolls on the outside of the rim of the circle, x square plus y square minus 4x minus 6y minus 12 is equal to 0. Please observe this point. Here, one of the rim is there, it is in the form of a circle. This is one of the rim. What is the center of this circle? Here, center of the circle is equal to minus g comma minus f means 2 comma 3. Radius of the circle is equal to root over g square plus f square minus c means 5 units. Okay, the center of this circle is 2 comma 3 and radius of the circle is 5 units. Here, now we find the locus of the center of the circle of a radius 2 which rolls on the outside of the ring. That means one of the circle moves on this ring in this way. The circle moves in this way. The radius of this circle is 2 units. This length is 2 units. This length is 2 units. Now we find the locus of the center of this rolling circle. Center means this value, this locus. Now we find the locus of this value. It is also a circle. It is also a circle with the center 2 comma 3. It is concentric with the given circle. Please observe this point. The radius of the first circle is this radius is 5 units. This radius is 2 units. This is 2 units. Now the required locus radius of this circle is 7 units. Center is 2, 5. Therefore, locus of the, now we find the locus of the center of the circle of the radius 2, which rolls on the outside of the ring. Okay, please note this point diagram. Center radius. Since a circle of a radius 2, which rolls on the outside of the given circle 1. So, its center lies on a circle. Its center lies on a circle whose center is 2, 3 and radius is equal to 5 plus 2, that is equal to 7. If the center and radius are given, what is the equation of the circle? X minus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 7 square. It is the locus of the center of this rolling circle. Okay. Suppose in this case, the circle rolls inside of the ring. Inside of the ring means that is this side. Suppose this is the circle. Circle rolls inside of the ring. That means inside. What is the locus of the center of the circle? Inside means here total distance is 5 units, but here radius of the circle is 2 units. Here this distance is equal to this is 2. Okay. The center locus is also a circle. It is constant with the given circle. In this radius of the circle is total distance is 5 units. This is 2 units. 5 minus 2 means this value is 3 units. So in this case, the locus of the center of the circle whose center is same 2, 3 and radius is 5 minus 2. That means 3. R is equal to 3. Okay. Next, fifth one. Next question, fifth one. 3 coins of unit radius are placed in an equilateral triangle as shown in the figure. The area of the triangle is dash in this way. Please note this diagram also. It is equilateral triangle. Three coins of unit radius. These are the circles. Radius of this circle is 1 unit. Radius of this circle is 1 unit. Radius of this circle is 1 unit. Radius of these circles is 1 unit. Okay. In this way. Find the area of that equilateral triangle. Area of that equilateral triangle. Say this is the equilateral triangle ABC. Center first circle center C1. It is C2. It is C3. Say this value is C1, C2, C3. Suppose the side of the equilateral triangle is A units. Then what is the area? 3 root 3 by 4 into A square. 3 root 3 by 4 into A square. It is the area of equilateral triangle. So first we find the side of an equilateral triangle. All the sides in an equilateral triangle are equal. We find any AB or BC or CA. Please observe this point. In this case, it is the first circle, it is second circle, it is third circle. Radius R1 is equal to R2 is equal to R3 is equal to same 1 unit. Okay. Here the two circles are touch each other actually. That means the distance between these two values is nothing but this radius R1 plus R2. R1 plus R2 means 1 plus 1 2 units. Okay. It is 2 units. Next. These two are tangents to this circle C1. If the two circles, if the two lines are intersecting, and these lines are tangent to one of the circle, then what is the locus of the center of the circle? Its locus is nothing but angular bisector. Locus of the center of the circle is nothing but angular bisectors of these two lines. That means the perpendicular distance from this value is R, this is R. That means these are equidistance. That means this C1 lies on the angular bisector of these two sides BC, BA. Here what is the angle in each equilateral triangle? Each angle is equal to 60 degrees. That means it divides into two equal parts. That means it is the angle 30 degrees. It is the value 30 degrees. Then this value is x units. Okay. From triangle BCM, take this value. Triangle BCM, sine 30 is equal to, tan 30 is equal to opposite side, it is nothing but radius 1 unit, 1 by x. Tan 30 is equal to 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 is equal to 1 by x, that implies x is equal to root 3. X is equal to root 3. Similarly, this is also lies on the angular bisector. This angle is also 30 degrees. This side is 1 unit. Similarly, this value is also same x. Or you say y. Y is also root 3. This is root 3. This is root 3. So side of equivalent triangle BC is equal to, what is the side of the equivalent triangle? BC is equal to x plus 2 plus x. That means 2 plus 2x. X value is root 3 units. 2 plus 2 root 3. That is equal to 2 of root 3 plus 1. It is the side of an equivalent triangle. If the side of equivalent triangle is given, what is the area of the triangle? Therefore, area is equal to 3 root 3 by 4 into a square. 3 root 3 by 4 into a square. 3 root 3 by 4 into a square means 4 into root 3 plus 1 whole square. Here 4 cancel. 3 root 3 into root 3 plus 1 whole square. Expand this value, we get the area of an equivalent triangle. Very important. Please note this diagram. Here the two circles are touch each other. That means this distance is 1 plus r1 plus r2, 2 units. Now we find this value and this value. These two are equal. This triangle is similar to, identically equal to this triangle. So it is x, automatically this value is also x. So side is equal to x plus 2 plus x. Okay? Next, sixth one. Find the equation of the common tangents to the circles x square plus y square is equal to 9 and x square plus y square minus 16x plus 2y plus 49 is equal to 0. Plus 49 is equal to 0. In this case, we find the equation of the common tangents. To find the equation of the common tangents, first to identify the relative positions of the circles. Suppose one of the circle is away from the other circle, then we get two direct common tangents and two transfer tangents. That means total number of the common tangents are 4. It is multiple option. It is the multiple option question. Okay. The possibilities are 4 equations. Okay. Suppose the two circles touch each other externally, then direct common tangents are 2 and transfer tangent is 1. That means we get 3 common tangents. Suppose the two circles are intersecting, we get only 2 direct common tangents. If the two circles are touch each other internally, then we get only 1 transverse common tangent. That means the number of common tangents depend upon relative positions of the circles. So first we find the relative positions of the circles. Okay? So to find the relative positions, first we find C1, C2, R1, R2. So given circles. First circle is x square plus y square is equal to 9. Center of this circle C1 is equal to 0, 0. Radius of this circle is 3. X square plus y square is equal to r square, 3 square. Center of the second circle is equal to 8, minus 1. Radius of the second circle is equal to root over g square plus f square minus c means 64 plus 1 minus 49. 64 plus 1 minus 49. That means 65 minus 49. What is this value? 16. Okay. 16 means, root 16 means value 4. R1 is equal to 3, R2 is equal to 4. Okay. Here R1 is equal to 3, R2 is equal to 4. Now C1, C2, distance between the two centers is equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square is 64 plus 1, root 65. Here R1 plus R2 is equal to 3 plus 4 means 3 plus 4, that is equal to 7. 7 means root 49. Clearly C1, C2 greater than R1 plus R2. That means one of the circle is away from the other circle. That means the two circles are in this way. So we get two direct common tangents and two transfer tangents. Two direct common tangents, that means 4 options are available in this case. 4 are correct or 1 are correct or 2 are correct, 3 are correct, 4 are correct. Okay. In this case, to find the direct common tangents, we follow this method. Okay. First we find the equation of the direct common tangents. To find the equation of the direct common tangents, first we find the point of intersection of these tangents. Point of intersection of direct common tangents is nothing but external center of similitude. Nothing but external center of similitude. It denoted by Q. External center of similitude divides the line segment C1, C2 in the ratio of R1 is to R2 externally. Since this tangent passes through Q, this tangent passes through Q. Suppose S is equal to 0 is one of the circle and P is exterior point. To find the equation of the tangent, we use the slope method. Let m be the slope of the tangent. Then equation of the tangent is equal to y is equal to mx plus r minus r into root over 1 plus m square for small circle. For s is equal to 0, y plus f is equal to m into x plus g plus r minus r into root over 1 plus m square. But this value, this tangent passes through P. Substitute this point, we get two values of m. We get two values of m. Slope, point are given. So equation of the tangent. In the same way, we find the equation of the direct common tangents. So first we find external center of similitude. C1 C2 greater than R1 plus R2. We get two direct common tangents and two transfer common tangents. First we find external center of similitude. R1 is to R2 is equal to value. R1 is to R2 is equal to 3 is to 4. Let Q be the external center of similitude. External center of similitude. Then Q is equal to mx2 minus nx1 by m minus n comma m by 2 minus n by 1 by m minus n. Here C1 is equal to value 0 comma 0. C2 is equal to 8 comma minus 1. Ratio m is to n is equal to 3 is to 4. Okay, 3 is to 4. That is equal to mx2 means 3 into 8 minus 4 into 0 means 0 by 3 minus 4 means minus 1. M by 2 means m means 3 into minus 1 minus 0 by 3 minus 4 minus 1. That is equal to 3x minus 24 comma 3. It is the external center of similitude. Q is the external center of similitude. Okay. Next, let m be the slope of the tangent through Q. Let m be the slope of the tangent, direct common tangent through Q. Here, the line touches both of the circles. Suppose this is the tangent to the second circle. This extended line is automatically tangent to the first circle. Now we find the tangent to the first circle or second circle. Any one of these two circles, we get direct common tangent. Okay. Now let m be the slope of the direct common tangent. Let m be the slope of direct common tangent. Then equation of the tangent is, for the first circle here center 0 0. So equation of the tangent is y is equal to mx plus or minus r1 into root over 1 plus m square. Suppose we take the tangent for the second circle, here g value minus 8, f value 2. Y plus f is equal to m into x plus g plus or minus r2 into root over 1 plus m square. Both are same. Both equations are same. Okay. Now I use the first circle equation. We use the first circle equation. Y is equal to mx plus or minus r1 into root over 1 plus m square. That means this tangent must be passes through the point Q. What is the value of Q? This tangent must be passes through Q minus 24 comma 3. Minus 24 comma 3. Substitute that point in this equation. That implies 3 is equal to minus 24m plus or minus r1 means 3 into root over 1 plus m square. Here 3 one time 8 times. That implies 1 plus 8m is equal to plus or minus 3 into root over 1 plus m square. On squaring on both sides, we get a quadratic equation in m. Squaring on both sides means 1 plus 64m square plus 64m square plus 16m is equal to 9 plus 9m square. 9 plus 9m square. Okay? That implies 64m square minus 9m square means 55m square. Okay? 55m square plus 16m minus 8 is equal to 0. Minus 8 is equal to 0. It is the quadratic in m. Now factorize and find the value of m. Factorize and find the value of m. 55 into minus 8. It can be reduced into 11 into 5 into minus 8 means minus 4 into 2. Okay. Minus 4 into 2. 22. This value is 16. We get 16. For getting 16, 11 into 5 into 4 into 2. Okay. 44 minus 10 means not getting m. 20, 22, 2. Now we factorize or minus b plus or minus m is equal to minus 16 plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a, or we use factorization 11 into 5, 4, 8 into 1, 4 into 2. 10, this is 44. 44, 10, not getting 16. Next to, it is the quadratic in m. If possible, factorize and solve the value of m. Otherwise, you find the value of m by using minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. We get the values, two values of m. Say that values are m1 comma m2. Say that values are m1 comma m2. Here, the two tangents must be passes through this point Q. Q is the common point and this is the slope m1, this slope is m2. If slope and point are given, what is the equation of the tangent? Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So by using that formula, we find the equation of the direct common tangent. Okay, it is the method. But in object 2, simply we verify the options. Suppose the first option is in this way, x plus y minus 1 is equal to 0. Second option, so on, this values. Suppose it is the tangent to the first circle, what is the condition? It touches the circle. It touches the circle. Touches the circle means R is equal to D. Verify R1 is equal to D1. If it is true, R1 is equal to D1, it is the tangent. Next, for the second circle also it is a tangent. Common tangent means it is tangent for both the circles. Here also R2 is equal to D2. If R1 is equal to D1, R2 is equal to D2, first one is correct. If R1 is not equal to D1, it is not a tangent to the first circle. So it is not necessary to verify the second circle. So you go to second option. In the same way, verify the options, we get the equation of the common tangent. Verification is easy method. Actual method is in this way. Okay. Similarly, for getting the transverse common tangent. Transverse common tangent. What is the transverse? What are the common transverse common tangents? These are in this way. The intersection point of this transverse common tangent is internal center of similitude. C1, C2. This is the internal center of similitude P. This P divides the line segment C1, C2 in the ratio of R1 is to R2 internally. That means mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. By using that, we find the value of P. Okay? Let m be the slope of the transverse common tangent. Let m be the slope of the common tangent. This tangent must be tangent to the first circle and second circle. So we find the tangent to the first or second circle. That means y is equal to mx plus or minus r into root over 1 plus m square. Okay, y means this value passes to this p value. P is equal to, already we find this value. Substitute this value, we get a quadratic in m. We have two values of m. Two values of m. By using m1 comma m2 at this point, we get the equations of the transfer common tangents. It is the method. But in this case also, verification is easy. In verification, verify the options. R1 is equal to D1, R2 is equal to D2. If R1 is equal to D1 and R2 is equal to D2, then that line must be common tangent for the both the circles. Okay, please note these points. Next, seventh one. Seventh one. Two circles with radii R2 comma R1, R1 greater than R2 greater than or equal to 2, touch each other externally. Touch each other externally. If alpha is the angle between the direct common tangents, then alpha is equal to dash. Two circles with radii R2 comma R1, R1 greater than R2 greater than or equal to touch each other externally. If alpha is the angle between the direct common tangents, then alpha is equal to dash. Here R1 comma R2 are radii of the two given circles and R1 greater than R2. And these two circles are touch each other externally. That means the diagram is in this way. R1 is greater than R2. This is the R1, first circle, second circle. Touch each other. If alpha is the angle between the direct common tangents. Direct common tangents means these are intersecting at a particular point. This angle is alpha. Angle between the direct common tangents is alpha. Now required value is alpha is equal to how much? So this is the center C1, it is the center C2. Join C1, C2, extend this value, it is nothing but Q. This is the external center of similitude. Suppose this is the T1, this is the T2. Point of contact, this is perpendicular, it is perpendicular. Okay. Now we find the value of alpha. It is angular bisector of these two values. This is isosceles triangle. This triangle formed by this common tangents is isosceles triangle. So it is angular bisector. This angle is automatically alpha by 2. This angle is automatically alpha by 2. Okay. Now we draw one of the line which is parallel to T1, T2 and passing through C2. Line draws through C2 which is parallel to T1, T2. The parallel to this direct common tangent. Draw the line through C2 which is parallel to the direct common tangent T1, T2, Q. Okay, here these two are parallel, and these two, this is the transversal. That means these two are corresponding angles. This angle is automatically alpha by 2. This angle is automatically equal to alpha by 2. It is alpha by 2, it is automatically alpha by 2. Here, this is the projection. This radius is R1, This radius is R2. It is a rectangle. This angle 90, this angle 90, this angle 90. It is the rectangle. Opposite sides are equal. This is R2. That means this is automatically R2. Okay. What is the value of this one? This one is nothing but R1 minus R2. In this triangle, opposite side is R1 minus R2. This angle is 90 degrees. At 90 opposite hypotenuse. C1, C2 is nothing but distance between the two centers is nothing but R1 plus R2. Now, sin alpha by 2 is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse means R1 minus R2 by R1 plus R2. Okay, alpha by 2 is equal to sin inverse R1 minus R2 by R1 plus R2. That implies alpha is equal to 2 sin inverse R1 minus R2 by R1 plus R2. It is the value of alpha. Please observe this point. Alpha is the angle between the direct common tangents. The line joining C1, C2 and external center of similitude is angular bisector of this value. That means it is alpha by 2. Okay. Draw a line which is parallel to direct common tangent T1, T2 through C2. That means it forms a rectangle. It is R2, this is automatically R2. This total length is R1. So this length must be R1 minus R2. Since the two circles touch each other externally, this is nothing but R1 plus R2. So sin theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. That means sin alpha by 2 is equal to R1 minus R2 by R1 plus R2. Please note this point. Okay. Next, 8th one. If the chord joining the points 2 comma minus 1, if the chord joining the points 2 comma minus 1, 1 comma minus 2 subtends a right angle at the center of the circle, then the center C comma radius R is equal to dash. Center C comma radius R is equal to dash. Chord endpoints 2 comma minus 1, another endpoint 1 comma minus 2. These are the endpoints of the chord. Okay. So this is one of the circle. A is 2 comma minus 1, B is 1 comma minus 2. This chord subtends an angle subtends a right angle at the center. That means, say center with a C with the center of the circle. Join AC and CB. This angle is equal to 90 degrees. Please observe this point. Here this chord subtends an angle 90 degrees at the center, means this angle is 90 degrees. Clearly it is a right angle triangle. This angle is 90 degrees. In verification method, see options A, B, C, D. Suppose C is equal to some particular point, 2 comma 3. Suppose 2 comma 3. In verification method, find the slope of AC and slope of CD. Angle is 90 degrees. That means M1 M2 is equal to minus 1. Verify options such that M1 M2 is equal to minus 1. It is easy method. Verify the options. In regular method, how we find the values of the center and radius? Please observe this point. In already first year we know about these values. Suppose it is the right angle isosceles triangle. And each angle is 45 degrees. Okay. Here the endpoints of the hypotenuse are x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2 are endpoints of the hypotenuse. Then what are the possible vertices of this right angle vertex? Here there are two possibilities. In this case also it is a right angle isosceles. This vertex or this vertex. Here the possible vertices are x1 plus x2 plus or minus y1 minus y2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 minus or plus x1 minus x2 by 2. It is the third vertex to find the third vertex in right angle isosceles triangle. Similarly, in a equilateral triangle, what is the third vertex? If any two vertices of a equilateral triangle are given, what is the third vertex? x1 plus x2 plus or minus root 3 into y1 minus y2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 minus or plus root 3 into x1 minus x2 by 2. In equilateral triangle, we use root 3. In right angle isosceles, we use 1 into y1 minus y2. Okay? So, by using that formula, we find the remaining vertex. Remaining vertex is nothing but here center. Please observe this values. It is the right angle hypotenuse. This is the radius. This is the radius. That means this triangle is right angle isosceles. In right angle isosceles triangle, if the hypotenuse is given, the vertices of the hypotenuse are given. For getting third vertex, we use this formula: x1 plus x2 plus or minus y1 minus y2 by 2 into y1 plus y2 minus or plus x1 minus x2 by 2. Okay. Here x1 means 2 comma minus 2. x1 by 1 means 2 comma minus 1. x2 by 2 this value. First we take plus, here minus, here plus. We get two possibilities. That means the centers are possible in two ways. If the center is known, then what is the radius? The distance from center to any point on the circle is nothing but radius. Find CA or CB. That is the radius. It is actual method. Verification method is easy. Okay? Please note this value. Next, ninth one. Find the point of contact and equation of the tangent at a point of contact to the circle. Find the point of contact. Find the point of contact and equation of the tangent at point of contact to the circles x square plus y square minus 4x minus 6y minus 12 is equal to 0. And second circle is x square plus y square plus 6x plus 18y plus 26 is equal to 0. Plus 26 is equal to 0. In this case we find the point of contact and the equation of the common tangent at the point of contact. First we identify the circles are touching each other internally or externally. Okay. First C1. What is the center of this circle? Minus g comma minus f means 2 comma 3. What is the radius root over? G square plus f square minus c means 12, that is equal to 5. Root 25. What is the center of the second circle? C2 is equal to minus 3 comma minus 9. R2 is equal to root over 9 plus 81 minus 26. That means 90 minus 26. 90 minus 26 means it is 64. Root 64 means 8. Okay, 8. Here R1 plus R2 is equal to value 13 and C1 C2 is equal to value under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square means 25 plus minus 3 minus 2 means minus 5 whole square 25 plus minus 9 minus 3 means minus 12 whole square 144, that is equal to 169, that means 13. Clearly C1 C2 is equal to R1 plus R2. That means the two circles touch each other externally. The two circles touch each other externally. What is the point of contact? Point of contact divides the line segment C1 C2 in the ratio of R1 is to R2 internally. If the circles are touch each other externally, point of contact divides the line segment C1 C2 in the ratio of R1 is to R2 internally. So R1 is to R2 means 5 is to 8. By using section formula, we find mx2 plus nx1 by m plus m comma m by 2 plus n by 1 by n plus m. Here C1 is the value. Center of the first circle is 2 comma 3. Center of the second circle is x1 by 1 x2 by 2. By using this, we find the point of contact. Okay. Next, what is the equation of the common tangent? The equation of the common tangent at the point of contact is nothing but s minus s dash is equal to 0. Or by using s1 is equal to 0. By using the property s1 is equal to 0 or s dash 1 is equal to 0. For second circle s1 is equal to 0 or for first circle s1 is equal to 0. Use any one of the, you take any one of the circle. Okay. But simple formula, the equation of the common tangent at this value is s minus s dash is equal to 0. Already in last class we discussed about this point. If the two circles are intersecting, then the common chord equation is nothing but s minus s dash is equal to 0. If the two circles are touch each other at a particular point, then the equation of the common tangent at P is s minus s dash is equal to 0. Okay. By using that formula, we find the equation of the common tangent at the common point of contact. Okay. Next, 10th one. 10th one. The center of the circle passing through 0 comma 0, 1 comma 0 and touching the circle x square plus y square is equal to 9. First circle equation is x square plus y square is equal to 9. The center of this circle is equal to 0 comma 0. Radius of this circle is 3. The given circle x square plus y square is equal to 9. It is in this way. Please observe this diagram. Radius of the circle is 3 units. Center is 0 0. Now the second circle passes through 0 comma 0 and another point is 1 comma 0. 2 points are given and this circle touches this circle. That means the circle passing through origin means origin is 0 comma 0 one other point. Other point is 1 comma 0. Here the radius is 3 units. That means 3 comma 0 is here. 1 comma 0 this. That means the circle touches the The second circle touches the circle internally or externally? All these points lies inside. So it must touch the circle internally. The circle, it touches the circle internally only. That means the circle is in this way or in this way. The circle passing through 0, 0, 1, 0 touches the given circle internally, not possible externally. Okay, please observe that point. Okay. So the required circle equation can be assumed as x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. It is the standard form of the circle. Say second circle equation is unknown values are g of c values. Here two conditions are given and next condition is touches internally. That means c1 c2 is equal to mod r1 minus r2. By using these three conditions we find g of c values. First, this circle passes through 0, 0. Substitute this value in this equation, we get c is equal to 0. Okay? Substitute the point 1, 0 in this equation. 1 plus 0 plus 2g plus 0 plus c is equal to 0. Actually c is equal to 0. That means 2g is equal to minus 1. G is equal to minus 1. G and c values are already, we find these values. Unknown value is only f. So, in this case the equation of the second circle is x square plus y square plus 2gx means 2 into g into minus 1 by 2 means minus x plus 2fy, c means 0. It is the equation of the second circle. Please note this point. Okay. Here unknown value is only f. Here c2 is equal to minus g comma minus f means 1 by 2 comma minus f. R2 is equal to root over g square plus f square minus c means 1 by 4 plus f square minus c means 0. And R2 is equal to root over 1 by 4 plus f square. But these two circles touch each other internally. That means C1, C2 is equal to mod R1 minus R2. C1, C2 is equal to mod R1 minus R2. By using this property, we get the value of f. C1, C2 means root over 1 by 4 plus f square is equal to mod R1 means 3 minus root over 1 by 4 plus f square. Okay, mod means plus or minus. We take plus or minus. Or squaring on both sides. By squaring on both sides, we take quadratic in f. F having two values. So substitute these values in this equation, we get the equation of the circle. Okay, please note this point.